Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me today. This is the gorgeous card we're making. It's this lovely festive flower stencil card, and I've used the Abundant Beauty stencils, or masks as Stampin' Up call them, to make this gorgeous background and focal image. And this is a layering stencil, so you have we have 4 different layers to this, and each is them numbered. So I'm going to first put my flower down, and I'm just centering this on my card where I want it, and then I'm going to flip it over here, and I'm going to just keep it in place using some low tack tape or repositional tape, whatever. You could also use some washi tape, something like that. And I'm just going to put this on a few sides like this, just so it'll keep everything in place and nothing's going to move on me, as you can see. So now I'm going to use my blending brushes to stencil, and the colours we're going to use, we're going to start off here with Poppy Parade, and we're just going to go in with our lightest colour, and I'm just putting some colour down on my flowers, as you can see here. And then we're going to go in with our next darkest colour, which I'm going to use here is some real red. And I'm just darkening up the centres of the flowers, as you can see here, just adding some shading. It doesn't have a layering stencil for this, but you can just do it easily as I've shown here. And then I'm going to go with my different colour here. This is actually real red. The other one we used just before was I think I said real red, but it was actually cherry cobbler. And you can see here I'm just blending everything out very nicely with my real red, and just making sure we get a lovely seamless blend. Look at that, doesn't that look gorgeous already? And we haven't even finished. I'm going to go back again just with my cherry cobbler, and this time I'm actually going to use just a little sponge dauber here with my finger, just because it's easier for me to get into these smaller areas, and I just want to darken up the edges of the petals here at the centre, as you can see. And I should say the ink wipes off these stencils really easy. When I've finished doing everything, I just take it next door to the ensuite bathroom of my bedroom, because the room I film in is next door to my bedroom, and I just dump it in the sink, in the basin of water, and put it in and take it back out, and all the water's just slipped, all the ink has just slipped off. They clean up like a dream. Really, really easy. I love it. No hard schlep at all. Okay, so that's our flowers done. So let's remove that. Isn't that pretty? And I've left my tape on my paper, so that I'm just going to use it again with the next layer. And the next layer I'm going to use is, let's see, we're going to do is the leaves, as you can see here. So I've just put that down, and I've got 2 colour here for my leaves. I've got Old Olive, and then I'm going to add some shading with some Garden Green. So I'm doing Old Olive to start off with, and then I'm going to go in with some Garden Green. I just rub my blending brush on my grid paper to get rid of any excess ink, and there you can see. Now I am going to go around a few times with my leaves to add some more leaves, because the stencil itself gives you 3 leaves, and I want some more in different positions. So I'm just going to go around and see where I think I like to have them, where it's going to look good. And you can see me just deciding. I'm just always adding the shading as I go along. Just going for first, as I say, with my lighter colour, then in with a bit of the darker colour at the base, just to give a little definition, a bit of variety, so it doesn't look as flat. And you can see here me just umming and ahhing. It took me a while to decide where I wanted to put my leaves. You don't have to have so much foliage, you could just keep it at the 3 that came the way it was designed, but you know, you can also make these things your own. You don't have to do as it was meant to be. You can just do as you want. And I think I'm going to put a little bit here at the base as well. Yes, I am. Don't want too much of the base colour. I don't want it to be too dark. And then deciding which one I want. A little bit more, and a bit more Garden Green, and I think that will be enough as good as a feast. Now we're going to do our flower centres. So close up our ink pads. I always do this as I go along so I don't put my brush or put myself into the wrong ink pad. So now we have 2 bits for our flower centres. So these are very easy to line up, as you can see. Just put it down, and then I've got some crumb cake here. Not crumb cake, I should say. Some crushed curry, and I'm just putting a very light coat, not too heavy. Just building up the colour as I want it, but I don't want it to be too dark, and you'll see the reason why in a second. There we go. Isn't that pretty already? Oh, I do love it. It's so pretty. And here we're going to go in with our 4 stencil for our layering, and we're actually going to use crushed curry again, so it's just going to be very tone on tone, and that's why I didn't want the base layer to be too deep in colour, so we could still see our next layer. And here I am going with a much harder hand. As you can see, lift that up, and there we go. Ta-da! Isn't that beautiful? Now, I have done this card before and I've made it into a sunflower. When I made this one, I had more the idea of a poinsettia, but you could do whatever you wish. Now, I really like how it's turned out. So you can see there, I washed my stencils, and hey presto, look how well those clean up. Really, really easy. So let's start to build our card. So we're going to do a little bit more stamping. I forgot here. I'm using Petal Park, and this just is just a tiny little sort of what I call these filler stamps. And this gives, this is a little sort of like a freckled or a splatter stamp, very just little dots. And I'm just putting these here, there, and everywhere, just filling in some gaps using my crushed curry. And I'm not doing it too fastidiously. Sometimes it's difficult to know when to stop. But when you can't find another spot to stamp, it's a good time to stop. Okay, I'm going to stamp our sentiment, and that's from the stamp set Merry and Bright. And we're going to stamp Merry Christmas. So let's get a scrap here of, Whisper White. And you can see here I made a bit of a boo-boo. I put my stamp on upside down. Put it the right way up now, and then we can stamp properly, but just give it all a clean up. We're using the simple chamois. I love my simple chamois. Now here you can see I just use my grid paper to line up my stamps, pick it up with my block, and I'm going to stamp in Garden Green, and down, hold, back up, and there we go. There is our sentiment all stamped. Isn't it lovely? I love this font on the style of sentiment in the Merry and Bright stamp set because it's just so easy to cut out. It's very blocky, so now I can just go with my scissors and easily cut this out. I don't have to get my trimmer out or do anything fancy or any dies or anything. I can just cut around it. No extra tools needed, nothing. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Very much the way I like it. So just cut around this, and a long bladed scissors really does help to cut straight. The shorter your scissors are, I find the more difficult it is to cut straight, but that's just me. Let me know if that's true for you as well. So let's build this card. Going to put a little bit of Tombow on the back, and then our card base here is Cherry Cobbler, and this is a standard A6 card base. That's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. So we're going to stick our stencil piece on the front. And then we've got another piece here of basic white that measures 14.35 centimeters by 10. And we're going to stick that on the inside for the insert. And now we're ready to stick down our sentiment. And I'm going to use some of our foam strips here. And these are just the edges that I'm using, because your dimensionals, your foam strips, it's all good dimension. So use it all up, don't waste anything. So stick that on the back, and then off with the backings. I'm going to put down Christmas so I sort of know where it is, so I can line things up properly. And then we're going to have Mary, and we're just going to offset it a little bit, just like that. And then for some finishing touches, I've got here the blooming pearls, and I'm just going to use my pokey tool, and I'm just going to use a few, and I'm going to put these just in the very center of my flowers. And I think this just gives it a lovely bit of bling, a little something. And there we have our 2 cards done. So if you enjoyed the video, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up, and all the information you might need is in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!